And I also am very much interested in the ancient wisdom of yoga, Vedanta, Ayurveda, things like that, and bring both the wisdom of the old and also excellent points of the scientific developments in the modern age, combining them. I have a company called BA PAL, and we run a wellness club, which I described to you how I do in that wellness club. This room is about people who are burning out, and I felt I should open myself to more people so that they can see what I'm doing, where I'm going in this, all these activities that I'm doing. So I do in the morning the yoga wellness club, and then in the evening also. And during the day, I do consultations for people, and also come and participate in LinkedIn Live, LinkedIn Audio, where these kind of activities are going on, and hopefully we can reach more people through the LinkedIn also. I have not been active that way, but now I'm going to invite more people from LinkedIn also. I was doing a lot of rooms on the Clubhouse and also on the Wisdom, which both platforms social audio, and I do stream on restream to several channels like Twitter, LinkedIn, and YouTube and Facebook and all that. Okay. Now I'm going to be more oriented towards the burnout. Either doc or doctors or healthcare workers or other people who are burning out because they don't eat well, they don't take care of themselves basically, self-care, right? They don't eat well, they don't control their emotions, they don't sleep well, and they don't calm their mind. So these are the areas I want to focus on. I invite people, anybody has a questions, to come up and ask me, and we can engage in a dialogue about that. Otherwise, I'll be indicating some of these solutions I found. For example, um, I was not really aware that thought is a object. So we always thought is our subjective self, and then everything comes out of that. Not at all. Our subjective self is our awareness, and awareness has thought and body as instruments. That perspective really helped me to watch my thoughts, slow them down, replace them, and make them more positive. So if you sleep on positive thoughts at night, and you get up in the morning, again try to be positive, I mean, your internal feel is much better, So you can experiment with that. So that kind of awareness, that kind of understanding really helped me to be in thought that is positive, to be in thought that is powerful, and to be in thought that is focused, right? So it's a simple thing, but it is a very hard thing to do because we are used to thoughts happening on their own, and then they're coming on their own. We think it's all automatic, which is not really automatic. It's more like a they are there, they happen for a reason. Okay, if you think with awareness, being in the moment, and really focused on what you are doing, your thoughts are streamlined and you feel much better. So instead of being controlled by um, the thoughts that are happening unconsciously or that are happening automatically, you be in charge of that so that you will have the thinking according to your principles, your understandings, and all that. So impulsive probably will go down, reactivity will go down a little bit. Okay, so there are principles like that in ancient world, where they were peaceful and quiet to begin with. And then when something happened, they didn't react violently, or they reacted with a lot of emotional rage or reaction. They kind of took it um, like a, slow, and calmed themselves down. And by calming themselves down, they calmed other people around them too. So that's like a simple thing that we could practice. But then we have this social media negative effect of that is, most of the time this is about thought and about communicating through the mind, right? And it has got several distractions all the time. Distractions happen, right? So when the distractions happen, you are not able to focus very well. That is the fundamental problem with the social media. So that is encouraging, that is increasing, that is really not paid attention to the distractions that happen during social media. But you can do constructive, like for example, I'm doing a room, I have a purpose, I have want to do this particular thing so that it will help my friends, that's it, then you can be focused on that. You can be telling only related to things instead of having 1,000 people around you and then everybody coming and asking whatever they want and you're going all over. You will end up at the end of the room. Did you have some wisdom that you learned, and then you incorporating those are, but just listening, just participating, just being just listen to those things are also important, but not keeping everything at that superficial level, but really understanding why I'm here, what I'm doing, what did I learn, how can I put this in my life, how it is going to improve my life. Those kind of things are important. You can make use of the social audio, social media constructively like that, and also people who are observing ill effects of the social media, we have a responsibility to say our piece. Not that you have to follow us, but to listen and understand and look at that. And then from that, you can really make your own wisdom and then come out of it better rather than being the victim of social media. So that's my concentration going to be. Okay. Hopefully, this is going to helpful for a lot of people, and a lot of people are going to come and participate. I have not started to send it to all my friends. Today is the just introduction, so I will be doing this daily for a while and see how the traction goes to people, and then see how the participation happens, and people can come and tell me what they have problems with burnout, or to their colleagues or to the family, or how can they enhance themselves, enhance their energy, enhance their feeling of joy, enhance their concentrated mind, focused mind, enhance their physical health, and not being sick that much. All these things I want to present to them and see that people are really happening. So anybody else wants to come up? Is there somebody here? I will ask him to come and see whether. So anybody on the wisdom can come, and you can pose me questions, or you can tell me what you do for the burnout, and then we go from there too. There are people on the restream, but I have only one way I have activated, so I will be activating LinkedIn so that my friends in LinkedIn can come and participate with the discussion. That's going to happen from tomorrow. Today I just opened it because this just happened to be introduction. So tell people what my intentions are, what I propose to achieve in this, and there's a focus on this, and then see whether people will participate in that or not. Okay. So we need to promote this room, and I opened spontaneously now, but we will be spreading the words, telling them that is an opportunity for people to come and participate in the resolution of burnout that is engulfing all over the place, right? We see it in our doctors, but we see it in other people too. There are so many people who are really burning out, that is happening. So that's a reality. That's our responsibility to look at it and then understand it. And see, a lot of times I'm seeing these other places, burnout counseling, burnout help that is happening. And then I asked them, the big organizations that are working on the burnout, they don't have good results, they said. I think because this differentiation between thought and awareness, most of the people are operating only at the thought level. And if the thought is the one which is producing your mind, that means you are overthinking, you are depressive thinking, all that. That's a thought, right? And if that is just being positive, may not be possible. But understanding the thought structure, how it becomes from conscious to unconscious, unconscious to automatic, and all that, and responding to the thought as though it's an object is a very foreign thing for them, very difficult thing for people to understand. But once you understand, your life becomes so much easier, especially from your own automatic unconscious thought. Okay, so it will be more regulated, more in control, more conscious of that. Then what happens? People better control their mind, and they have more tranquility and also more focused thought. And that way they can achieve things that they have. So that's a fundamental difference between what I am talking about, what as far as I see most of the other people are talking about. I'm talking about awareness. I'm not talking about just being the victim of our own compulsive, unconscious thought. Okay, that's the fundamental difference. I will bring it forth and then try to see whether people can bring that into their life, and then what is needed, because it's not just instruction, it is the training, it is what you do with all this life. You have been working with thought and uncontrolled thought, and it has established itself in yourself, and you got to retrain yourself, kind of reverse yourself. That takes a lot of time. That's very difficult. And also, once you walk into the life, everybody else is operating at the level, then that will be reinforced. So it's very difficult. You cannot withdraw from life and retire and do everything. You got to be in the life and also learn how to deal with it. It's a long learned skill. It's a slow learned skill. It is a very difficult if you think this is the only way. You got to be open. You got to really help yourself to be understanding and seeking new things, right? So that's where they call beginner's mind. You know, Ancients had that, and they wiped off everything as they have learned and understood, and they always approach everything with a new mind, or beginner's mind. Okay, so all these are philosophical principles, not like abstract. They are realities with us. If you approach them like an abstract, like a psychologist or psychiatrist, then you'll always be in the realm of the recurring thought, and that is a problem. Okay, so anyway, my intentions are very clear. Let me be open so that they will be able to come and discuss and understand their own condition and the alternatives for them, and what need to be done in a 1, 2, 3 way, and then the more they are open about that, the more they will understand, and the more they work on their internal self, the more they will be able to um, resolve their own internal conflict, internal dependency, and all that. Okay, so that's what I wanted to say for today. I just wanted to talk only half an hour, but anybody has questions, I'll stay a little longer. Otherwise, I'll be hanging up in a short while, and see what people. Usually they communicate direct message to me later. That's also okay, because some people feel restricted because they are shy about revealing their own self and then admitting some things. That's not this room about. This is about enhancing the understanding of the burnout and its solutions, and um, taking those principles and understanding them first, and then making sure they are able to follow them in their life. That is the purpose of this live. We're going to be, and I'm going to be open as many days as possible. Most likely, weekdays, 10 o'clock is okay. And usually, we can postpone the appointments to 11 from there. So I can only stay at 10 to 11. And after that, I'll be busy with calls and everything that I do. So thank you, and I'll be seeing you again at the same time tomorrow. This time I'll be working all day today to send my friends of my intention. This came today, this resolution, and immediately I opened at 10 o'clock. I thought that's a good time. But once we reach other people, they will be coming to this place also, and then we go from there. Okay. So anybody has any questions, come up and ask me on the wisdom, and I welcome you. See whether all right, it's almost 10:30. That was the plan, 10 to 10:30 introduction only. But I plan to do at least. Hi.
So, what topic you are talking about, Dr. O?
This is about burnout. How people are burning out.
Burnout. Oh,
So I want to present it so that they can understand a different perspective how to deal with it, understand why it is so big problem and all that. I'm going to do every day so that people can come and understand it better. And maybe if they have burnout or anybody close to them have, they can work with them better.
Okay. Few days ago, I was listening what you're talking about the yoga.
Uh-huh.
Then today morning, I did some yoga by watching the YouTube.
Yeah.
I did some meditation.
Yeah.
And today my mind was very good actually.
Very good. Very good. Okay. Yeah, yoga is actually for the mind. Physical asanas are okay, but yoga is for the mind. It's good to get our mind settled, focused, and relaxed. Then we're working, you work better. Yeah.
So this is by help of the YouTube. Luckily that we are getting some information about the yoga for beginners.
Yeah. Yeah. But doing every day is important, because even if you do some every day, that's good. You can train your body, relax it, and flexible, and make it more energetic. And then you can also calm your mind and focus it, and then go and work with energy and with focus of the mind.
Yes, yes, yes. But on what I believe about the yoga, it can be to only positive people who has the positive thinking.
Yeah, it will come, because the moment you start to relax your body and your mind, you will see you don't have to think negatively, and that itself becomes positive. Okay, so even if you are negative, you will not be aware of it unless you be positive deliberately, right? So
yeah.
First of all, negative or positive thinking is only thinking, right? But what yoga teaches you is, hey, your thinking is your instrument. You are not the thinking. Once that realization comes, then it is better to, it's easy to operate on the thought, because that's also like an external object, right? That's what yoga teaches you. Yeah.
No, I'm also learning from your people actually day by day. So I'm also taking the actions, and I'm experiencing by my own self.
Yeah, that's good.
But today I was feeling very much comfortable because I'm also on my own business actually, because I'm also working with a very high stress.
Yeah, yeah.
But today was one of the best day in my whole life.
Yes, yes. That's the thing, because you want to, like, suppose you want to play tennis, you want to run, develop your stamina, you want to develop your arm strength, physical fitness, and all like that. For the life itself, or for the job, or whatever we do, we need to be fit physically and mentally. That's what we can do. Yeah, sure, definitely.
Yeah, because everything on the human is their mindset. If the mindset is getting big, they get the weak.
Yeah, yeah. It's the mindset happens, because if you are really settle down in some particular thoughts and then say that this is only it. But if you are open, then you'll try to see, am I thinking right? Am I thinking correctly or not? So that kind of beginning opens up your mind. The more you are open, the more you will be learning, right? And then that changes everything too.
So I'm getting a lot of very good information in Clubhouse. I'm always connecting the right information, I'm meeting the right people.
Very good, very good.
So, so my lifestyle keep changing day by day.
Yeah, That is the thing. We
And
want to
also,
be, yeah, we want to learning new things and adapt things because we do everything with everything outside, like a car, like a dresses, whatever. But we don't work on ourselves. That's what I'm trying to point out.
yes, yes. No, you're doing a good job to the public.
Yeah.
So, but it's our duty to listen and think about what you guys are talking about.
Yeah, sure, sure. Like basically, today I just opened just like that. That's why I didn't send invitations and all that to my friends. Probably, they don't know that I was doing this, but I will be doing daily. So eventually, other people will come, and then we'll be talking about this, and then it won't happen in one day. It has to be done several days together. So I plan to do at least few weeks every day at 10 o'clock and then see where it goes. Lots of times they pick up stuff I talk in other rooms, but here, this room, they will know that if you have burnout, if you have questions on burnout, you can go there and you can talk. That's what it is. Tell your friends and tell anybody that you're interested in here. They can come here at 10 o'clock and they can have the information for that.
No, do you know actually what I learned from the clubhouse? Most of people doesn't want to get the right information. More people are enjoying with the stupid things.
Yeah.
Clubhouse.
Yeah, but
So
this is
more publicity.
yeah, this stress and burnout is real and important too. And so I'm not interested in the entertainment, but I'm interested in finding out solutions to our problems, right? So
because you're the doctor, no,
yeah,
I know the doctor's
yeah.
mentality.
Lot of people are burning out, and then some people are really hurting themselves by ending their life and all that. So that's a tragedy thing, and then we don't want that. But this is getting worse. I'm seeing it. This is getting worse and worse. That's why I'm approaching them with this other. Okay, right, like for example, me. I don't get reacting, or I don't get upset when things are outside are not favorable to me. I kind of calm down. I kind of have energy, and then I kind of try to resolve it. If not resolve it, okay, I don't have to feel so bad because I tried, right? But then most of the time, what happens is because I calm down, because I'm focused, things are getting solved. you know so the thing that started impossible sometimes becomes more possible with our focus and with our energy. So that's what I wanted to give to other people too. If they want to change, if they want to learn that is there.
Yeah. And also, Doctor, I believe I've seen by my own self.
Yeah.
Because actually, people can't change others. They have changed by their own self.
Exactly. Yeah, you cannot force change it. People have to feel that they want to change. And then if they want to take help, we can give it. But we cannot demand, because everybody is a different setting. They will come with their own understanding, with their own, conclusions and all. So you want to learn something new, you got to be open, right? So till they get open, we cannot do much. We can only tell them, but then invite them, welcome them to look at it. But if they don't want to look at it, you cannot do anything about it.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. You're right. Because only the educated people will be think about their health and other their future.
No, you'll be surprised how many educated people spoil their health because they so much worried on the work, they neglect themselves. you know my own doctor friends, they do that all the time. They don't take time to eat, they don't take to sleep, and they don't take time to calm their mind. So their nerves are fried up, and then they go to work, and then they are miserable because so many things are not going their way. So that kind of, yeah. It's a,
actually, I also studied on India for 12 years. Okay, I also have a lot of doctors on my hostel mates, and also I have the very professional doctors, but they do it. They have a good system actually.
I see.
But they are confused with something. They always, even they always have a cup of the tea.
Yeah.
So that's how they are managing their mindset in India, especially in the South India. So you're from which part of India?
I am from Andhra Pradesh, but I'm now here in United States. I don't live in
Yeah, I
India.
know that.
Yeah.
So I know that you are from, you are living in United States.
Yeah.
You are working as a physician, right?
Yeah. I've been here since 1981, so a long time.
Okay.
Mm.
I know most of the North Indians, they always targeting to go to the state in India.
Uh-huh.
So that's what I learned from the North Indians.
Yeah.
They always target to the States, Canada, and UK.
Uh-huh.
And the South Indians, they targeted to the Middle East, like Dubai, Muscat.
I see. Mm.
But the North Indians always targeted to go to the United States. So that's their first option. And Canada.
Oh, no, so many people, our classes are here. A lot of my classmates are here too, you know. So there's a lot of
So
people come
you
from
did
South.
studies also in States
Yeah.
or in India, MD?
Yeah, because South India is more in education and all that, so they come here. So anyway, it doesn't have the difference anymore because everybody's coming from all over the world here, right? So
Yeah.
yeah.
No,
What?
actually what the state is doing is they are collecting all the well-minded people. So they have the right system to build their country. That's what I'm learning from them.
You know how I approach that? I approach not like-minded, but is what is the fact? What is the truth? You know, and then we can really go after that rather than expecting people to agree with us, right? So if if you are really for the truth, then whoever is investigating for the truth will be there too. But if you are saying that they have to agree with me, they have to have the same mind, it's very difficult, you know. So
Yeah, of course. You're right.
yeah. And also it divides the divisions too, because then you say, okay, these people are classy, these people are this, and then we're going to neglect other people. Those divisions come. That's why I always say, go for the facts, go for the truth rather than like-mindedness, you know.
Yes.
Mm. And also there's something, yeah, something about dialogue and argument, right? In ancient India, they were having dialogue. That means we both come and explore a matter. For example, burnout, right? We both want to explore that. That is different. That means you are free to express your knowledge, your experience, your solutions like that, and then explore what we want to explore rather than expecting you to listen to me and agree with me and do that. That is an argument like I take a stand and you take a stand, and we both want to convince each other what is good, what is correct. So
Yeah, you're right.
yeah, that is what I liked in ancient India. They call that satsang. That means they gathered together good people. Sat means good, sang is association, right? And they gather together not to convince other person, not to argue other person, but let's to find out what is the truth. How can we march towards it? How can I explore it? What are the things we can read? Or who are the people we can listen to? That kind of thing, you know, that really helped people to really explore things without any malice for the other person. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand. Mm. Yeah, actually, I know very well about the internet.
Yeah. So my thing is not to convince people about that, but just invite them to participate in this discussion and find out the truth of the matter and bring it to their own life. You know, I myself, by myself, I'm happy and contented, you know. So I don't have to come out and say this, but I just feel like it's my duty because a lot of people are burning out. I see them, right? So I have to come out and really give them these solutions. If they are useful to somebody, even one person, I think I have done my job, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm glad.
And also, you're working as a physician. Yeah, no, you can give the advice to the people that because
yeah.
they understand the illness.
Yeah, no, when they come to me as a physician, they listen to me, no problem, you know. But when I'm talking these public talks, I'm not a physician here, more like a human being with some philosophical understanding, some understanding of the ancient and the modern. So I don't say modern is bad, ancient is good, or ancient is bad, modern is good. No, there is good in both of them. Let us mix it together and then use it for our benefit.
Yes.
Yeah. Where do you
So
live?
what is your idea about the burning out doing the gym or jogging? Which is your advice?
Yeah. Body is actually it is a big intelligent thing, but it has acquires all the habits slowly. Like this, suppose you are sitting in the car and driving the car all the time, even for the short distances, you lost the habit of walking. Then your body will be suffering because it doesn't have the capacity to walk a lot, right? So
Okay.
if you use it for long distances, for the short distances, for the market, for all these things, you are going to by foot and coming as much as possible, then you are doing a service to the body. You see, in yoga, they teach you how to move the body, also how to keep the mind silent. Both those things, but we do opposite. We kind of sit on the sofa and watch TV and let our mind run. you know so that is the reverse we have to do, and understanding that it takes some time, but then body has its own intelligence. It doesn't listen to you unless you train it you know
Yes, of course, yeah.
yeah.
And Doctor, can I add you one thing?
Yeah.
I read one article a few months ago about the United States. Okay.
Uh-huh.
In that article, author was mentioned that most of Americans are very unhealthy
Yeah.
because of two things.
Yeah.
One is they are having a lot of soda water,
Uh-huh.
and another thing is they used to go for the fast food.
Yeah,
So like
exactly.
McDonald's, KFC.
Exactly, no doubt about it. That's why I drink water. I don't visit fast foods at all. Most of the time, we eat at home or in the restaurants.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's very true. That fast foods is also spreading to other countries. India also taking it. That's why I told them this is a process.
Actually,
Yeah,
me,
yeah.
I also didn't know that the soda water is that much harmful for the body. Before I also used a lot of soda water.
Oh yeah. Here in my own office, lot of these girls who are working for me, they always come with a big bottle of soda. you know I kind of finally was able to tell them about the problem with that, and they were getting a lot of calories from the soda throughout the year. Now they switch it to at least half of it is water, which is good, so they're not drinking soda.
Okay. So it means that
Yeah.
American people are addict for the soda water,
Yeah,
right?
not only American people, everywhere they are getting addicted. All over they are getting addicted. Yeah, there's a simple water is good. Otherwise, fresh juices, fruit juice is good. Milk is good. There's so many ways we have to get our fluid in, but the best thing is the water. Good water. Yeah.
Yeah, of course, the human body needs a lot of water per day, maybe like 2 liters per day.
Yeah.
Water we need is minimum.
Yeah, those calories that we take are empty calories. They're not good at all. So that is
Yeah.
there too. Yeah, you're right. Drinking those sodas and eating the fast foods is a major health problem contribution. No doubt about it.
Yes. Yes. I'm also collecting the right information every day by Facebook from the experts
Yeah.
discussing about.
Yeah, yeah, that's good, because if you just don't pay attention, and then these marketing forces, they sell all these things that they don't care about your health, they care about their sales. So a lot of people drink this water occasionally, but sodas regularly. I wanted them to reverse that. So I don't remember when I was the last time I had soda. Maybe several years ago, probably. So
For my concept, I use soda mixed with the alcohol, but now I don't do the alcohol so much.
yeah. That's another thing too. Alcohol, the beers, they say we're going to be moderate, but lots of alcoholism we still see, a lot of addiction we see, and
Yeah.
they have to fight. They have to go through a lot of suffering before they come out of it. So that's a big deal for them to be sober. But in ancient times, they always carried a pot of water with them, and then they took sips from it. That's the way to drink it. Not to drink too much, not to drink at all. Just having a response to the body's needs. Drinking most of the day is very good. Don't eat all the time. Eat only once or twice a day, but then drink a few times, not too much, but a little bit at a time. That way your body will be well hydrated, right? And people have difficulty doing that because they either eat after the meal, which you are not supposed to do right away, or before the meal. And before the meal is okay, and then they drink large amounts of water. That's also not really needed. So it can be dangerous too. So that's why knowing, we can talk about this water drinking, what is enough, what is not, what kind of things you drink. That could be a topic in this room. Yeah, definitely. And then obviously the food is a topic too. We're going to discuss that every day, one topic, so that they can understand that how they can, be knowledgeable about it. See, so many people are drinking soda because they think that's good. That's
So
yeah.
it's full of sugar actually. The Coca-Cola, I didn't know a lot of sugar is there.
Yeah. And then there's a lot of these nitric acid and other drinks like some colored drinks. That is not good. If you drink non-carbonated like a 7-Up, like they are a little better than this Coca-Cola, Pepsi, and all of that.
Yes.
Yeah, that is that
So
too.
luckily I'm not be that much addict for this drinks. I'm also going for the water, fresh juice.
Yeah,
So that's how I'm managing.
yeah,
And also actually in Maldives, because I'm from Maldives, okay?
yeah,
So do you know Maldives?
yeah. I know about it. Yeah,
Because actually in Maldives the main food is the tuna. We eat more fish than anything.
I see.
Because fish is more cheap also here.
I see. Okay. Yeah, but the cardiac
So
patients, we kind of tell them eat fish at least once a week. I was way back in 1982 when I was in the other hospital. They have no fish at all there. Then there was an article on Japan how the fish eating people have low cholesterol, and we that was very new coming up in 1980s, early part of. Then he went to the cafeteria and told them to put fish once a week there, and then they did. So everybody started to eat that fish from then onwards. That's a good thing.
okay, in Japan they eat like a very expensive fish called the bluefin tuna.
Yeah, they do. They do a lot of fish, and then some of the Japanese in Okinawa, they live beyond 100 very easily. you know that's because of they eat fish also, and they also relaxed people. They don't get excited that easily. So they did a study on them, centurions. How do they survive this long? How do they maintain their health? That's a, I think, Sanjay Chopra, he wrote a book on that. He's from CNN, Sanjay Chopra.
Ah, okay, I know.
Yeah.
So do you know actually I was having the experience when I was in Delhi, I lived with the Northeast people in India. You know Northeast, right?
Yeah.
So do you know mainly they are eating more vegetables and they are eating more boiled kind of vegetables.
Okay.
So their food is very healthy actually.
I see. That's all these Tripura, Mizoram, Nagaland, right?
Yeah.
Those things. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't been there.
And,
Yeah, I haven't been there because India is very little compared to what I saw in the United States. Where India, I was in my place around the south, and then I was in Bombay, Delhi, major areas like that. Rajasthan and all that. But then I still have to see a lot more India. So.
oh, okay. So India is a big
What I want to do down the line? I want to come to India and go to all these spiritually wisdom places. Not just to go to this Tirthas and all the congregation. No, not that. Like, for example, you go to Kerala, you go to a place where Shankaracharya was born.
Okay.
you go to Tamil Nadu, where Ramana Maharshi used to stay in his ashram. And you go to...
But you have to go to the UP then to see the place, the Buddha board.
Yeah, Buddha is next, but for Ramana Maharshi, all these people first I will see. Actually, I was in Allahabad near Bodh Gaya.
Yeah. I know Allahabad.
Yeah, and then I want to see this Karnataka, where T. Krishnamacharya, he is the modern guru of the Hatha Yoga, Vinyasa and all that, you know. So his brother-in-law was his student, B.K. Iyengar. I learned yoga from him. He was a very, very good one. Okay, Hatha Yoga, right? So I want to see that. But when I come to my place, that is called Andhra Pradesh, Madanpur. I was there. I went to the school of J. Krishnamurti. So these figures who have taught a lot of Eastern wisdom, those are the people I want to go and see their place and then relive that and make a video and then present it to my people, you know.
So, Dr. Alpi, I can expect you to go to the Otto Park on Pune.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's also a good place to visit actually, because Otto is a different kind of person, no, the way he thinks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I like to visit that park actually.
Yeah, there is a itinerary that I have from south to the north, you know, but I don't know how much we can do. But maybe we will do in 3 parts. Okay, some states one time, some states one time, like that. You know? It's very hard to do travel in India because not the facilities like we have here, right? So you got you got to adapt. Yeah, we got to adapt, and that takes some time for me probably, you know. But I would love to do that one so that the whole thing is documented and the whole thing can be presented, you know.
Yeah, actually, India has a rich culture. That
yeah,
that.
Very
so
much.
People eating different foods and so many things to see over there.
Yeah, very much so. So I'm still learning a lot of things. There's such a deep culture, thousands of years, right? So it is there. Yeah. Well,
so I did my schooling also in India. Actually, I have some ideas about the Hindu, also lot of ideas about the Hindu.
I see. Okay. So I don't go for this Hinduism, Muslim, Christian data. I kind of go for the wisdom because.
No, what happened was actually it was game on the.
Yeah. I know about them. But then they don't go to the deep philosophy that I usually go to, right? So that's kind of difficult for me to go back to that kind of divisional politics, you know. I would like, yeah. So.
India is the place that I love more than Maldives because it's the place that I learned everything and I came back to the Maldives. So honestly, I'm telling you, I love India more than Maldives.
Okay. All right.
So my
Yeah. All right. It's getting 10, 11 almost here. You know, thanks for coming up.
Nice to meet you, Doctor.
Nice to meet you too. We'll talk again. So, tomorrow I'll be here at the same time. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye.
Want him to hi Dr. Rao.
Hi guys. Michael, I kind of invited you to a room I just did. I finished it. Did you get the invitation at all?
Reach to the house. I was working. That's the problem. I couldn't.
Okay, that's okay. I wanted to talk about something I started. I can as well tell you guys. You all 3 guys are here. That's good. See, I started this because I saw you in the list, Michael, the red, green, the dark green. That's why you are on the lines as I called you. I didn't see Nirma or Renzo, so I could not invite them. But the thing is, I wanted to start a room every day on the weekdays at 10 o'clock in the morning for me on docs and burnout, but not necessarily only for the docs, but the burnout, you know. So I just started today because I didn't have much time to advertise. What I wanted to know you, Michael, is how do I promote this room? I don't usually do. I just open and talk, But I wanted to see what is the pattern that you guys do to promote a room.
So I was gonna say there is tricks for it, 100%. I can share with you, Dr. Rob, maybe. So how we say with the I